Go.
And we're back.
Okay. Okay, so today we're going to talk about updated technology, how updated technology and amenities make the new theater in Ada, Oklahoma an enticing attraction. So first of all, we're going to talk about stadium seating. Well, that isn't working that note. Sorry about that, guys. Stadium seating. This is the slope floor seating that we have in the current auditorium, in the current movie theater over here. If you guys will notice, it has like a gradual decline, but the seats are pretty close to one another, and how far they, and how high they are above the seat behind it. This picture next to it is the stadium seating actually in our new building. So this is a picture from the construction site. So those are our actual seats. If you'll see that we have the staircase over on the side. So there's a much greater rise in between each row of seating.
Do the armrests go up and down?
Oh, I was just about to ask.
Yes.
They sure do.
Right, sweet.
So, yes, we do have handicap seating. The modern use of stadium seating allows for better seating in a smaller area with the use of risers. So it's actually a little bit smaller of a footprint. So stadium-style seating in movie theaters allows for a better vantage point for all moviegoers over the traditional slope floor seating. The current movie theater in Ada has the slope floor we talked about. The new theater will have the stadium seating, which has much more intense rise, allowing for the better viewpoint. In 2001, Daily Variety article, Cinemark founder Leroy Mitchell, so our company's founder, was quoted as saying, "Stadium seating has transformed the movie-going experience. We strive to have the most modern stadium style circuit in the industry because that is what our customers demand." Stadium seating uses vertical space to add comfort without losing capacity. And I will address your question. This is some more pictures of the seating in the auditorium. So
Are they straight plastic or is it cushion?
it's pleather,
Oh, okay.
and it does have cushions.
Don't they recline?
A little bit, yeah. They kind of rock.
This is gonna be nice.
Stadium seating uses vertical space to add comfort without losing capacity. In 1999, the Akron Beacon Journal article describes stadium seating as a form of tiered seating. The slope of the floor is more extreme than in traditional movie houses. The result is an unimpeded view of the screen, even when somebody is directly in front of you. That same article states the renovation doesn't alter the number of seats per screen or handicap accessibility. So it actually, I don't know if you can see like back here, there's a seat right there, and then there's a spot missing, and then there's another seat. So we actually have handicap seating. This is the front section of the seat. So you would come in the auditorium down this aisle, and there's a spot in the middle of the auditorium, and the handicap seating would be right there on the initial spot when you come in. So then there would be stairs up to the side that have the stadium seating. In addition to the stadium seating that we have in the auditoriums, we will be featuring all digital projection, which that slide doesn't load that picture. But this is actually a picture of the actual digital projector in our auditorium. All digital projection uses technological advancements to deliver a superior movie experience. The more modern digital projection uses technology to display the image on the screen. Man, I keep doing that. Sorry, guys. Apparently, I'm not very good with technology. According to a 2001 technology review, in 1996, Texas Instruments unveiled a projector that assembles the moving image not from film, but from a stream of bits. The bit stream controls an array of micro mirrors inside the device that manipulate beams of colored light and turn them into moving pictures. So that's actually how our movies are projected onto our screens now, which is kind of cool. This process negates the use of 35mm projection. I want you guys to see this. This is an old 35mm projector. And I don't know if you see how big it is, but that other projector sits in a very small space.
It
So.
sucks to carry.
Hmm?
It sucks to carry.
Right, and this, if you see this reel of film right here, that's a very large reel of film. And that's what was used. They're usually about this big around, and they're very heavy. That was what was used before digital projection. So it's a much different process. Okay. Technological advances of digital projection allow for higher quality and additional features. Some of these additional features are 3D pictures, which what It was available in 35 millimeter, but in a very different aspect, and it was not nearly as advanced as it is now. But with the use of 3D glasses, the image on the screen appears to have a third dimension. This has been seen on movies such as Avatar and Galaxy. We also, this one's really important to us specifically, we also are now able to use high frame rate, which is, it allows for the image to move through the projector at 48 frames per second. That's opposed to the maximum capacity of 24 frames per second on a 35 millimeter projector. So it basically runs the image to the screen twice as fast as the old projectors were even physically capable of doing. And that has only been featured so far on the movie, the first section of The Hobbit that came out last December, and will be featured in our auditorium in December on the 13th when we open The Desolation of Smaug, the second time. Did you have a chat? Did you have a question?
Oh, what does that do, making it go faster like that?
It makes it a lot more clear. It basically makes it look like it is real life.
Frames per second.
Like HD?
Have you ever moved your hand over a strobe light?
Like a soap opera or
Hmm?
something.
Have you ever moved your hand over a strobe light?
Mm-hmm.
You notice how there's a delay when actually the light bounces off your hand and all that?
Yeah.
Basically, it's going faster than that. Normally it's going do, now it's going.
It's just very fast, very clear.
Is it like HD?
Even more crisp than you have ever seen on a screen before,
Excited for 3D
ever.
movies on there.
So, and that'll be something that we will hopefully be able to see pretty quickly when we get into the new building, because we will be showing it in 3D high frame rate as soon as the theater opens at midnight on the 12th. The technological advancements of digital projection will offer higher quality and additional features. Obviously, we discussed some of the additional features. The other one I have on here is alternative content. We now, with the digital projectors, have the ability to view sporting events, live theater presentations, and more via satellites. The Metropolitan Opera has been really successful. We have never been able to show it here in Ada, Oklahoma, but there's a good possibility that we will start showing it at the new theater. So that's exciting. Maybe not specifically to you guys, but to a significant group of people. In addition to the 35, the quality of the digital, it's considered to be a clearer picture. I have another quote for you. Brian Allen he's a drive-in owner, he tells the Film Journal International in June of 2012, we always had a pretty good 35 millimeter, but there was always that mythology over the past decades that you couldn't really see all the details. With digital, the amazing sharpness now takes away any of that myth of an inferior product. So like 35 millimeter would be considered, like analog television, and then digital would be considered HD, and then high frame rate is even beyond that. So if that's any sort of comparison for you. In addition, the use of digital projection allows a greater capacity for the image projection, which can show a clear picture on a larger screen. This is the actual picture of our current auditorium and the size of the screen in our current building here in Ada. And this is a picture of the screen size at the new building.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
So they're all
That's
wow.
Mr. Sneed standing there, so if that gives you any indication
Are
of
they
how
all
big
gonna
it
be
is.
like IMAX?
It's not considered, IMAX is actually a name brand,
Oh.
so it's not an IMAX, it's just a very large screen.
It's really big.
This is the
It's
door,
also
this is the
very
exit door,
large.
so that shows you, like, that's about how, Philly would be almost that tall, and that's the size of that screen, and then it's like nearly double, if not more than that.
I'm happy.
So, it is coming soon. The technology and architecture can be seen in the new Cinemark 8 movie theater opening on December 13th. Tickets for the second installment of The Hobbit are on sale now for the grand opening. So, do you guys have any other questions? Thank you so much.